Hail to legal warriors, perjury. Can you go after the other side for perjury if you win your case? A restraining order case, a criminal case? Can you do that? Seems like you should be able to. If you're interested in that area of the law, stay tuned. This is the video for you. My name is Attorney Lance Fryrear. I'm a defense attorney in Linwood, Washington. My law firm's been defending people charged with crimes all throughout Washington State for more than 20 years, and I'm putting out these videos to help educate the public. So if you find this useful, please like and please subscribe. More people get to see it. More people get the help they need. Now I'm just going to jump right into it. Perjury. Perjury is a crime. We all sort of think when someone lies, it's perjury, right? They can't lie. They perjured themselves. And we do a lot of work here in this firm where we end up winning cases. Yay! And we often get the question when we win that case, be it a criminal case or a protection order case or restraining order case, hey, I won. I won. That means I should be able to sue them for perjury. They should be able to be prosecuted for perjury. And they don't sound like that. They say they should be prosecuted for perjury. I won, so let's go do that. So can you do that? Will that work? And what I usually tell the clients is that, unfortunately, no, in almost every case, we're not going to be able to go after someone for perjury because we won your case. And that's for several reasons. But first of all, we have to look at what the criminal definition is for perjury, because that's what we mainly think about, right? Lying under oath is perjury. So I'm going to grab my phone and my glasses because this one I don't have memorized. And why don't I have it memorized? Well, no one ever gets prosecuted for perjury. Perjury. A person is guilty of perjury in the first degree if in any official proceeding, like a court hearing, he or she makes a material false statement he or she knows to be false under oath. So I said, well, what is a material false statement? So I have to look at that. We go to definitions. This is under RCW 9A.72.010. Material false statement means any false statement, oral or written, regardless of its admissibility under the rules of evidence, which could have affected the course or outcome of the proceeding. So that seems pretty broad, right? And there's more definitions here, but I'm just going to get into that level. So a sworn statement that is false that could have affected the outcome of the proceeding. And the problem where we have going after someone for perjury is proving that the statement was false. Because just because the judge ruled in favor of our side doesn't mean that there's a finding that some particular statement that the other side made is false. I can think of an exception in recent times where we had absolute proof of falsity of a statement. I can think of a hypothetical situation where someone claims, hey, these pictures of my injury were caused by the bad guy, and here's the pictures of the injury caused by the bad guy. And then we later come up with something showing the same photo 4 years ago when that person claimed the injuries were caused in a brawl. So clearly, both can't be true. The most recent statement had to be false. In that case, it might be possible to go after that person for perjury, suing them for some type of false statement under a civil standard. The government is not going to go after them for perjury, even though they could. Why? Because they don't care, right? The government and prosecutors can barely prosecute cases they care about, right? That's why financial fraud never gets prosecuted, right? How many times, who here has been scammed? I have, had our identity stolen. I have. And who here has made a police report about clearly identifiable identity theft, even knowing who did it? I have. And even as an ex-prosecutor, that still won't get followed up on, not because they don't want to, just because they don't have the time. So certainly the government does not have the time or care one iota about going after some person who lied about you and the judge ruled in your favor. I wish they did, but quite frankly, they don't, at least in Washington State. And an exception might be, hey, if they perjure themselves about a government official who has the power to make something happen, then that might happen. We might have all just watched, at least I did, not all of us, the Alec Baldwin trial for arrest that got dismissed for prosecutorial misconduct, right? That prosecutor there Prosecutor Moriarty, she took the stand and testified, and already the defense in another case has filed a motion saying that she perjured herself, said false statements that definitely could have been very material in Baldwin's motion hearing where he got his case dismissed. And I don't cover current news, I don't cover current trials, but I watch a lot of them because they're interesting and it helps me be a better lawyer. But so if we end up winning a case, just celebrate the win, right? We want to use the fact that that win can suggest that the other side might have lied. You might have other litigation going on, right? You win a restraining order hearing, maybe there's a divorce going on. We win that restraining order hearing where the judge says, no, you haven't proven your case, and the judge says, and there's credibility issues in the case. Well, your fellow lawyer should get that recording or that finding and show that in the next case, say, hey, this person's already been found to not be credible by the court. Right? That's how you use your win to your benefit, not getting, we're angry, we're mad, we're rightfully mad. Someone lied about us and they weren't even believed. Thank goodness they weren't believed. Usually they aren't believed. But how we get even or how we use that is in other proceedings if we have any else going on. Same way in a criminal matter. You have a protection order. We defeat the protection order. There's an allegation of violating the protection order. Well, maybe we use the fact that we defeated the protection order to show the prosecutor that maybe the violation didn't happen, or maybe it just doesn't matter because the protection order wasn't, shouldn't have been granted in the first place once the case was heard on the merits. So, take it with a grain of salt that the government will only do so much, and also remember that when we win, celebrate. But going after someone for perjury isn't realistic. It's a waste of your emotional injury, a waste of your emotional energy. And let's, just put that aside, celebrate the win, and move on. That's what we do, at least. And sometimes our hands hurt from high-fiving about winning, but we don't go, we're going to get them for perjury. So I hope you found that useful. Please like and please subscribe. If you do, more people get to see it, more people get the help they need. And more importantly, if you got a criminal problem in Washington State, feel free to reach out to my firm. We get on board, we'll listen to what happened, we'll identify a way forward, and we will be there for you. Thank you.